Well, hello and welcome to another vlog. I'm Olshi, I'm a manga artist, and in this vlog I will be basically showing my preparations for the book fair in Leipzig. It's one of the biggest book conventions. Well, it's probably one of the two biggest book conventions in Germany, and also one of the biggest manga and comic conventions, which is always like a part of it. And I will be having an artist booth in the artist alley for the very first time. For years I tried to get a booth there, but it's really difficult. The competition is very high and they don't have that many places available. And finally I was lucky, and now I'm trying to figure out what I want my booth to look like with my new manga. I just want to revamp basically my whole booth. I want to have more just pure black and white prints. I will still have some colored stuff because there are some prints and stuff that I do like, and obviously 4 out of my 5 books that will be on the table also just have colored covers. But in general I want to stick to basically black and white aesthetic, but only in my prints. And the booth itself, I wanted to stick to my general aesthetic, which is just like my flat. I wanted to be old school Japanese aesthetic, looking a little bit shabby but cozy. And I also picked an accent color in general for my coffee, for my homepage, which is green, next to basically dark brown. So considering all of this, I have been brainstorming, and I think I finally found how I can make the booth transportable and still look the way that I want it to. But there is a lot of work now coming my way. I have to prepare quite a few things. I have to order quite a few things. I also still need to design and draw lots of new prints, new stickers. I do want to have more bookmark designs for the new wooden bookmark designs that I'm making. Yeah, and it's 1.5 months left about the time, so I have to plan really well in order to make sure that I finish everything. This year I'm just gonna try and invest into my business as an artist and just try to make it work. And if after all of my troubles this year it still doesn't work out, because like so far I feel like there have been no growth to me whatsoever, it's due to me also like having to take things slow after my burnout. But still, after I published my manga with the big publisher, that year was financially much more stable, but mostly, well, of course, because of the payment for the book, but also like I gave lots and lots of workshops, and those pay a lot better. But with anything related to self-publishing, sales from my shop and everything, this just has been terrible the last few years. I have been barely to any conventions, so that is part of it. But even when I went to conventions without any fan art, it's just not going too great. So this is my last attempt to have a kind of booth that will hopefully look nice and will grab people's attention without having any fan art. I just personally, it's fine if you sell fan art. I'm personally not really that much into any fandoms for wanting to draw it, except I was into Critical Role a couple of years ago, but I'm not anymore. Fan art is a whole different topic, so let's not go too deep into it, but my goal is not to have any fan art at my booth. This makes things a little bit more difficult for myself, but it's not impossible, you know, it's just a little bit more challenging to get noticed at conventions. But yeah, I want to give my all. I feel really motivated, and I just can't wait to like build the booth in the way that I planned. I think it should look pretty nice, and in this vlog I will obviously show you what I have planned, and I will also I don't know, I will see what I will show also at the convention itself, because conventions can be quite busy, so I don't film much. Anyways. So I have been shopping because I finally figured out my new booth, and yeah, I need lots of stuff. I probably like went too crazy because once again I just kind of changed everything, but I decided like why not show you all of the things that I ordered, what I'm gonna do. Okay, I broke my back a little bit this week and it's getting better, but I'm still moving slowly and I cannot really lift any heavy stuff, so I'm gonna move slowly in general. Okay. First of all, because I ran out of wood for the bookmarks, I ordered some more. I'm not even sure how many. I think it was like 50 meters, so it's gonna be enough for a long while. I already finished preparing all of the bookmarks for the lasering, so this is how much I still have left. Then I went around the shops to find some new decoration. I do have some fake plants that I want to use for my booth, but I still like looked around what I can find something more practical, and then I found this, which is pretty great, can be used in many different ways, so I was happy to find something like this. And plant wise, oh my god, plant wise I also found this. It was on sale, so I decided to buy it because it does look like a bit like a bonsai. Thought it would suit my booth nicely. And this I just found very cute because these decorations also take up quite a lot of space. I won't be able to use all of them, or like at some conventions I will be able to use more than at others. This is like not a must. Neither is this. So I will be using this only when I have the space. Then at the same shop where I bought these two plants, I found this and I just found it way too cute. It was also on sale and I don't know, I thought I really like it. I like the color, and I will probably put my business cards into here. Again, it takes up kind of a bit too much space. So again, it's going to be something extra that I will only bring if I have like enough space. But I think it's super cute. I guess I'm just like in general a fan of miniatures, and because it's green, I loved it. And I also got some pegs. I'm not sure how they call them. I wasn't sure whether I need those, but it's kind of always good to have some in your equipment, and because they were also pretty cheap. And actually, let me quickly check how good the quality is. If the quality is terrible, then it was a waste of money. But I think they're alright. Still have to be careful because I can probably break them easily. But they seem to be tight enough, so I think they should work. And of course I had to buy more yarn for the bookmarks to make the tassels, but I decided to try out two other colors, so basically at conventions and maybe later in my shop I want people to be able to choose the kind of color for their tassel they want to use. So let's say they even buy the coffee themed bookmark, but maybe they can go for like green or pink. And if people are interested in these bookmarks at all, I might go for different colors, but I didn't want to go out too widely, just keep it simple for now. And then I also got some fabric medium, basically because I want to paint on fabric. I didn't want to buy like a whole set of different fabric paints. Instead, I'm going to use my acrylic paints because there I have a proper, like a pretty good set. and I will just be mixing it with this fabric medium, and that should allow for like a more smooth application and just more durable painting. Then the rest of the stuff are things that I had to buy online because they are pretty difficult to find, like in the local shops. I got some bamboo blinds. I got 2 in this size and 1 in a slightly wider. Again, it's just so that I can stay flexible with different booth sizes. And I'm still not sure how I will make this work exactly. I will have to try it out and figure it out. I will have to do that once my back is better, because I cannot lift and build too many things at the moment. So we will see how that goes. But in general, I think this will probably look pretty nice. And I look forward to make it work and just display it at my booth. Even though those take up a little bit of space, like in the luggage, they will take up some space. They are super light, so there's really not much weight to them at all, which is definitely a plus, because weight is always an important issue. Almost every artist uses this kind of special shelving building system, which I also have had for years, but because they usually come in very basic colors, I usually decorate them with some foil. And I got some new ones because I wanted it to keep like this slightly oral looking brown. I'm not loving this. It's kind of difficult to find one that doesn't look completely fake. But I think with the prints and everything, this is just for the background. I think it should look good enough. The color is almost right. And yeah, I got quite a few of those because it will be a lot of work. I need to make quite a few of those. We'll have to do it pretty soon as well. But again, I kind of have to take things slow because my back is broken at the moment. And this is the fabric that I want to paint on. It's linen. I just decided to go for something natural. And it's like a really pretty color. It's slightly desaturated, but still a nice and fresh green. And I look forward to working with it, and I just kind of hope I don't ruin it. It wasn't like the cheapest thing in the world, so let's just hope it goes well. I also ordered fireproof fabric, brown fabric as a base, which still hasn't arrived. It will arrive sooner, but it's also nothing super interesting to show. And the last thing I ordered online are those picture frames without glass, also super light. I ordered 3 of those, and in these I want to display all the small things like stickers and bookmarks, so that they're like all in one space. I just usually put them on the table, but they move around easily, so this will be kind of better for them to, you know, to just be in one place. Those are kind of all of the things that I ordered. Actually, the next convention, I just got an acceptance email for a convention here in Hamburg, for a small convention here in Hamburg, like 3 days ago. I didn't expect that. I said yes. And basically the night after is where I broke my back. And it's in 1.5 weeks. And if my back doesn't get well enough, unfortunately, I can't go. But I'm still trying to finish some of the things for that convention. I won't have like a completely new booth yet, especially because I still won't have my new manga with me. But I want to at least prepare like a couple of stickers for the frames, and I want to try and finish like a couple more bookmark designs. I think I want to make like 2 additional ones. And I also ordered 1 new print. I will show it here. So at least I will have some new things. CMT is a convention where I have been going for years and years, and because it's mostly all of the same people coming there, I noticed that the last couple of times, because I didn't have much new stuff, I also didn't sell very well. So this time I really tried to have like at least a few new things. That's it, that was my haul. last of my new prints arrived. So these stickers arrived already last week. I was just using them for packaging. And these are my business cards. Let's have a look at them. The backside kind of looks not great. That's mostly because of my design. It's not the printer's fault. But honestly, business cards don't matter that much. If people want to follow you, they will follow you. If not, the business card will land just somewhere in their bag or in the trash. But I just decided to stick with the black and white design and with all of my information on the back. Here we've got the A4 prints, the new ones that I ordered. I will have them at the convention in a couple of days already. I ordered like especially thick paper. Oh yeah, this is nice. People quite like this art piece, I guess. So yeah, I decided to order it for this convention. This printer is like they're pretty fast, so I knew that I can still finish it on time. And I ordered 20 of these for now and just see how it goes. Usually I just don't sell many prints at all. I think with prints, people do prefer to buy fan art rather than original art, unless the original art is something. It has to be like especially high quality. We will see whether people consider this something worth buying or not. And the A3 posters are actually the ones that are for pre-orders, so I will not sell these at the common convention because these are like everyone who pre-ordered my manga and pre-ordered this print as opposed to receive it first. So I'm not gonna sell it beforehand, even though I already received it. Oh yeah, this turned out nicely. I will need to cut it here. I could have ordered it in the size that it already is, but it would have cost me 50 euros more for the same amount. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna order these and cut this by hand with an X-Acto knife. I hope I can do it well because the paper is a little bit thicker, so I got to be real careful. It's Wednesday and on Saturday there is a small convention that I'm going to, so I decided to just trial set up my booth. And just so that I know, like, first of all, now I know, no tape sticks to the bamboo blinds, so I use pins. And I'm not really sure whether, like, having this ceiling is a good thing or not, because, like, depending on the location, it might be too dark, so I will see how it goes. Maybe I can find a strip of light somewhere. I could fit everything that I have at the moment. But yeah, obviously I don't have the new book yet. The new print is like, I do have this print, this new print. And I do have like the new stickers, and here is where the bookmarks will be. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's kind of really difficult to see whether this works or not. Because like this is not the view from which you will see the booth actually. Like this will be at the table level, so yeah, I don't know. I'll just have to take some pictures and see whether it works or not. It's Friday after work, so I'm working on the last preparations for the convention tomorrow. I couldn't finish, well, I couldn't laser any of the bookmarks or the picture frames this week because the person who helped me is not in town at the moment, which, I mean, it's a little bit disappointing that I don't have it at the convention tomorrow, but it's not a big deal. It's all right. As long as I have it at the bigger convention where my book actually comes out. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure some last things out I wanted to use the slide strip, but it's broken. I don't know in what way. I probably cannot repair it. Just the last few organizational things, making sure I don't forget anything. And yeah, I really look forward to it. It has been a while since I have been to this convention with my own booth. It's gonna be nice to see all the people again. It's the day of the small convention. It's pretty early in the morning and I'm ready to go, but I'm also like really dreading it. The streets here have been full of snow and ice, and just having to carry this big boy through all of it when my back has been healed for just a week. I'm a bit worried, not gonna lie. So I will just try to take it slow, take my time, and hopefully I won't break my back again. I just came back from the convention and I had such a great time just seeing all of the people again, just being in the artist community, and just everyone is so nice. I'm back home now and I'm not hungry just yet, so I won't have dinner straight away, but I do feel inspired. So I think I'm gonna paint a little bit. I'm gonna work on this piece. On this one, it's rather simple, but I want to play around again with just like black color, and yeah, do it all in monochrome again. And I think I'm just going to have fun. That's it. So it's the 16th of February and my books are still not here. I just wrote an email and hopefully I get a feedback, because I really need them pretty soon, because I still need to send all of the books to my parents, so when I go to the big convention I can get the books into the car from where my parents live and drive off to convention, because I cannot carry all of these books with me on the train. They're just no way. So yeah, and I still have to finish like at least one more illustration. I'm not sure whether I need to. I will probably not make any more stickers, like the ones I have are enough. I still need to do bookmarks, which I still have to wait for, because yeah, the colleague who helps me with it is still on holiday. I need to paint my tablecloth. I still need to sew my tablecloth, which I will hopefully do this week. And I just wanted to film my February video, and there is a construction site right below me and they keep drilling. So I'm not even sure I can film properly. We will see. I will try. Hopefully they don't drill constantly, because I'm just running out of time. It's like past half of February and I'm still missing some. Yeah, I need to make a video because I didn't produce any video in January. And oh my gosh, yeah. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, the 16th of March. I am leaving to the convention in just a couple of days. You probably can hear them hammering and drilling in the background, but I hope you can still hear me. Anyways, I am leaving on Wednesday morning. Then I will first go to my parents, and around that area is where I will be renting a car, and I will use the car to bring all of my stuff to the convention on Thursday. The convention will be from Thursday till Sunday. This is the longest convention I have ever been to. I don't know how well I can handle 4 days, but we will see. And today is kind of the last day where I want to finish packing, preparing everything for the convention, especially since they don't seem to be working today in my flat, just like the surrounding flats, which means I can move freely, because once they're in here they will close off the door, and just getting in and out will be really difficult. So there are little bits and pieces I still need to do. I think I will print more stickers. I never sold that many, but 4 days is a long time. And I just want to be prepared. I also want to try and build my booth here just to see how it all works, whether I will use the curtains, how I want to use the lights that I got recently, and so on and so forth. It's going to be interesting. I look forward to this day. I like these last bits of preparations for the conventions when the biggest chunk of work is done. It's going to be fun. And tomorrow I want to basically clean up my flat as much as I can, because I will continue working on the flat while I'm gone. I'll need to buy just a couple of things, buy some snacks or souvenirs for my parents so that I don't come empty-handed. I also need to make a plan on how I want to eat well during the convention, because when you can't leave your booth, I can't just go and get food somewhere at the convention. I will have to bring it with me, but I don't want to eat bread the whole time, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, because staying hydrated, eating well, sleeping well is kind of really important during a convention. Otherwise, I will be so dead by the end of it, and I want to treat my body well during that time. So I made 3 designs for the bookmarks, and also I have 4 choices of tassels. So if you buy a bookmark, you can pick what kind of tassel, what kind of color you want to go along with it. Because I personally couldn't quite decide. I do really like this color, and this is also the one that came with all of the pre-orders for my manga. But I don't know, I also really like the green and the pale pink and the cappuccino color. They're all nice, so people can just pick whatever they like.
Now I'm going to add a lot of clay and fur, so I want my base to be slimmer. So in Brasilia, millions of years ago. Look at this stylish cookie book. Added a few loose strands hanging on the forehead, and now I'm gluing them.
Slowly taking shape. I will be using these, and I'm not sure I ever used these at a convention, but because it's spring, it's perfect timing. So I'm finally using this. I've had these for years. Can't even remember where I got them from. There's still a couple of things missing. These are all placeholders. I won't be hanging these. It's just that I sent off 3 prints off to my parents as well. So I have to carry less weight. Okay, the lights are working. I think I like the mood of it. This is old school. This is obviously not the best kind of lighting to sell products, but I think like it just has a really nice vibe to it, which will hopefully attract people, and then they will have a closer look at the prints. Yeah, I really like it. How it turned out. This is perfect. Just accidentally. Yeah, because the light strip didn't work. I had to get these, and these are actually much nicer. Okay, so I first thought that I made them all in all for nothing, because if I hang them up at the front, they just cover way too much. Like my booth would have to be higher in order for them not to cover too much. But I think I can totally hang them up behind here. But yes, I love it. So I'm just glad it's not all for nothing. Okay. On the one hand, I'm really worried about this convention because it costs me so much money. Like no convention before cost me that much. I think like with everything I will be like, I have to cover at least 1,000 euros. I hope you can hear me. And yeah, but on the other hand, seeing this booth, which is just the booth of my dreams, and I feel like I was able to use my creativity to build it. And you know what? I'm just happy with the results. And this already helps a lot because, you know, if I like it, it matters a lot. I think this is the first time where I actually like my booth. Before it was just like, yeah, it's all right. But now I feel like it's me. It's just everything that I ever wanted. And this is a massive step forward to happiness. I don't know. Honestly, fitting like clothes and all the things that I need for myself and not the booth. Yeah, packing it all into this luggage is a bit of a challenge. There is just so much stuff. I mean, like, if I had the box, like, I wouldn't be able to fit any clothes. So we'll see how I will solve this issue. I don't want to have, like, one more bag beside my backpack and this monster. It's 9:20. I survived my first car ride alone, and I'm here at my parents' home. I already met everybody who's here, prepared everything for tomorrow. I have to get up at 5 a.m. and then just, yeah, drive off. It's going to be a long day, long first day.
But yeah, I mean, driving was fine today. Makes me a little bit more calm about having to drive tomorrow for about 2 hours, but should be fine. I've got everything prepared. Yeah, and I look forward to the convention tomorrow. Okay, got some falafel for dinner. This might be what I'm gonna eat for the next few evenings because there isn't that much around here. We'll see. I can also have pizza. Okay, before I clock off and have my dinner and my hot shower, let's just quickly sum up the day. So it went so much better than I could ever hope for. I don't know what's normal for everybody, but I usually don't get like that many good reactions, also just like sales of original artwork. So that was really good. I think I probably might have covered the booth cost today. This is always like the base minimum that you want to cover. Definitely did not cover all of the expenses. I have to sell a lot to cover all of the expenses. I'm not even sure I have that many things with me to cover all the expenses. I don't know. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Also, I'm a dummy. I totally forgot my watercolors. I still have like lots of paints on my palette, but I don't have enough skin color. So I will have to be creative with the con commissions in the next few days. I have 2 booked for today, 1 more booked for Saturday already. So yeah, plenty to do. And yeah, that's good income. I'm really tired. I think it's, first of all, it's just stressful, like having to drive plus the convention, carrying all the heavy stuff. This is all like physically taxing. Plus I have some kind of mini cold. My nose is blocked. It has been blocked for days. And this, my head just feels more heavy. My body aches a little bit because of that as well. Or maybe because it's all of the heavy stuff I have to carry. I don't know. Either way, that's why I'm just so exhausted today. So I hope, yeah, I can just kind of recover this evening and feel a little bit more fresh tomorrow. Yeah, because I didn't look around other people's booths today at all because well, first of all, it's difficult to leave my booth. Like literally every time I left, there were like some people whom I missed. This is also not usual for me. Sometimes usually I can just leave for like 10 minutes and that's fine. But yeah, here, and it's like the least busy day today, so I don't know what to expect the next few days. I look forward to it either way. I hope I get some more visits, like today some people whom I knew visited. That was really nice. I saw some of the artists in the artist alley. Yeah, it was great. Just great experiences, lots of amazing, great costumes, inspiring makeups. I feel like I want to draw all of the people with their amazing makeup. So yeah, I'm not gonna count how much I made. I think I miscounted everything anyways. I usually like mark when I make a sale, but when I draw, I usually forget. to make the mark. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's Saturday, no, Friday, Friday, and I do feel a little bit better today. But yeah, I do have officially having a cold, not a cold flu, because I got sick before. So my goals for today are: first, keep the cold at bay. I have cough drops. I will be wearing a mask, so that I don't, get other people sick. I probably got other people sick yesterday without like thinking much. Goal number 2 for today is to just enjoy the convention. I'm gonna have breakfast here at my hotel, and then we will go. I will be going by train today, so yeah, today should be physically should be easier. I don't have to drive. I don't have to carry anything heavy, so that's good. I hope I can look around a bit in the morning to maybe find some interesting self-published books. Okay, I'm back in the hotel room. I'm gonna have the same dinner as I did yesterday, falafel, because it's right on the way and also it's tasty. So yeah, to sum up day 2, yeah, it was good. I just feel better physically than I did yesterday, even though my voice sounds worse. But yeah, I think like just wearing the mask kind of helped with my nose and everything, and also just I don't know. I guess in the end, just getting slightly better in general. So I feel like if I go to bed early enough today, I should feel as good as new tomorrow. In general, day 2 was really fun. Some more people visited. I did sell out of Coffee in Death at 2 p.m. already, which means that the 40-ish books I have at home, if I had brought them as well to this convention, I probably would have sold them all. It doesn't matter. I literally could not have known that, like that this book is kind of, yeah, people are interested in it. It's kind of really interesting because it really catches people's eyes, even in the lineup of my books. People just tend to gravitate towards either that at my booth, like Coffee and Death, the book, or the print with the faceless woman, which I call a dark presence. This is actually like the A4 format is like the number 2 bestseller at my booth. Number 1 is Coffee and Death, which I'm really happy about. Anything else? I managed to buy some books today. I had more energy just to go to other people's booth. Like yesterday, I felt terrible, so I didn't even have energy to go shopping. And I bought Jamila Knopf's calendar, which I actually wanted to have for a while. Still expensive considering that it's almost end of March, but I really wanted to have it so I can reuse the pages as prints later. Anyways, I will be showing the loot by the end of the convention. Anyways, so I'm gonna have a relaxed evening now, and tomorrow is day 3.
Ihr gebt das Witker zum Laufen. Das ist der neueste Trend.
Remember how I said I want to try and eat healthy during the convention? Well, tonight I'm having fries for dinner. I mean, just eating falafel 3 times in a row is a bit much, even though I really love it and it tastes really good at this location. I just couldn't do that again, and fries just felt like a great comfort food. So let's sum up Saturday. It was quite different than the other days. It felt almost like a different convention. I sold only 1 book today. Obviously, I would have sold more, like some Coffee and Death, if I had some books, but other than that, like basically I only sold like volume 1 of Another Me. So it was kind of obvious that visitors today are not the ones looking for like indie comics and stuff like that. I guess those visitors were here on Thursday and Friday, and we'll see whether they will be there tomorrow as well. But what I did sell more of are the bigger prints, the A3 sized prints. I actually sold a few of those, so that's interesting because I usually just don't sell many of those. I also sold out of this print in A4 today. I had 20 of those. Again, I was not prepared for this. I usually barely sell any prints. Like usually my bestsellers are my manga, and and I sell prints here and there, postcards, stickers, stuff like that. Did not expect that. So I'm sold out of those. I also run out of business cards. So now I only have like some information where people can find me. It's a little bit of a disadvantage, but what can you do? I was not prepared for this convention, I guess, despite all of the preparations. And then I also run out of just the green tassels for the bookmarks. I only have, I think, maybe one each left of the rabbit and the fire. So yeah, and we will see how tomorrow goes. I gotta say, I just am amazed with just the vibes at the convention. Like, even when I went to the bathroom and there's like one stall for the exhibitors and all the other stalls are for the visitors, everyone was just behaving so well. It's like, oh yeah, we do this line here and you do this line here, because otherwise it would be like too chaotic. You know, everyone was so civil. And just in general, like, even when I was like waiting for the train and it's kind of raining, people are kind of taking everything with humor. No one is like complaining, which just shows that everyone is having a great time. And you can just see that everyone is just themselves at these conventions. You know, it's like they put on their costumes or they put on their more expressive outfits and they just love it, and no one is judging them there. And you see all ages, you know, there as well. I just really love it. It just kind of makes me like humanity a little bit more again. And everyone there is just there for the things they love. So yeah, I'm just happy with everything. I'm relieved and grateful. So yeah, the smell of the fries is calling to me. So I'm gonna have dinner now, shower, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And tomorrow is the last day.
So, yeah, when I arrived on Thursday evening, I asked at the reception that, like, whether it's okay that I parked downstairs in the garage. They told me yes. So I was like, yeah, okay, good. Because it wasn't quite clear whether guests from the hotel can park there or not. And yeah, apparently this garage is closed on Sunday. And in general, hotel guests cannot park there because it eventually gets closed. And the parking lot for the hotel guests is actually at the back of the building. I did not receive this information, and now my car is locked in. And because we are basically further in the countryside, things just open up much later. There is a fitness studio that opens up at 9 a.m. and their customers should be able to park, so I hope that the garage will open up at 9. I will be way too late to the convention anyways, because it takes like 1 hour to get there. I don't even know what kind of parking space I get when I come later. It'll probably will be a long way. And yeah, my booth will be empty for a bit, which really sucks. It's also against the rules, but there's just nothing I can do at the moment. Well, this is a little bit, yeah, not great. Okay, it's 8 and it looks like they opened up, so I won't be late after all, later than I wanted, but thank God.
I got myself some salad, but no cutlery. So we'll see whether I can make this into cutlery. I arrived back at my parents' place. I already had the best dinner in the world, the tastiest ever. The car ride was a little bit difficult, it was just hard to concentrate, but I managed. I survived. And today was, I think, slightly more quiet than the other days. But yeah, again, I met some people I knew, but also new people. It was really, really, really fun today. And I think I will just talk to you next time once I'm back in Hamburg, once I have summed up everything, unpacked everything, and we will just kind of close up on the whole thing and we'll see what I've learned.
And I'm back in Hamburg. So it took me almost 9 hours just to get from where my parents live to my own flat. So I was really tired. I slept for like almost 11 hours, definitely over 10 hours. And then yesterday on Thursday I just played Power Wars Simulator, the whole game. I just needed like a whole day alone, doing nothing, just to recover, and it really helped. I feel just energized and motivated today. And yeah, let's sum up everything that I learned from this convention that happened, and also I will give you all of the numbers, how much I spent, how much I made. So okay, let's start with the numbers, I guess. I made over just about a bit over 1,900 euros at this convention. And when it comes to cost, I separated them into two categories. One that is pretty much for this convention. I would not have had these expenses if I didn't have this convention. And then one is not con specific. Basically, these aren't exactly costs that I have to cover this convention, because it's mostly everything that I needed for my booth, because I will be using the same equipment at other conventions. It's not specific to this one, but it's still, you know, costs that I have to cover through conventions. So like, while it's kind of really necessary to cover the first category, it's not the end of the world if I don't cover the second one. And the first category, it's even higher than I expected. It's almost 1,300 euros for everything. The highest expense being the booth costs, and the second highest, obviously, the car, because I also had to pay fuel. On the last day I had to return the car with full tank. Could I have done things more cheaper? Maybe. It was my first time renting a car, and I probably could have done it for cheaper. The second category is almost 350 euros. It's because I just redesigned my whole booth, which was necessary. And yeah, altogether the expenses are 1,635 euros and 96 cents. So my profits are at 280 euros. So the profit is pretty low for the effort that I put into this convention, but next convention I'm pretty sure I will have much less expense. Like for the Docomi, I don't have a hotel costs, I don't need to rent a car, like super expensive car. Yeah, and the booth itself is cheaper. So yeah, there is no way I will have to cover as many costs. So yeah, the possibility that Docomi will be profitable is higher. Anyways, let's talk about what are my best sellers and what didn't sell at all. So my best seller, like a very clear winner, is my new manga, Coffee in Death. I brought 30 books, I sold 29 because I kept one as an like example where you can look into. And if I bought like the 40 books that I still have at home, I'm pretty sure I would have sold them all, so I would have had more profit. I'm seriously shocked. I did not expect for it to go that well, and there are certain things I learned from this convention about self-publishing in general, which I will talk about in a bit. My second bestseller is the Dark Presence print. I first sold out of A4 size, then of A3 on the last day as well. I had about like 20 of each. Yeah, that's also like one that went very well. The bookmarks also sold pretty well in general. Saturday was the best day. I sold out of the rabbit bookmark. I still have like one fire one and just a couple of the coffee ones left. And there are some other things where I'm pretty sure if I just had more, they would have been bestsellers as well. Especially Bad Dog and Good Boy. It is usually my bestseller because the price is simply unbeatable for self-publisher at $7.50. It's single volume. It usually sells well. But as I said, I had only 3 books left, so yeah. Here are a couple of things that did not sell at all. Basically, it's those 2 stickers. There are some things that like sold like maybe one thing, like this sticker and this postcard. But in general, I'm kind of glad that things are pretty balanced. It's not that I have like one or two things that sell really well and the rest doesn't at all, because sometimes that would mean that it's just luck. I kind of was able to create something that people happen to like, but because it was very balanced and some people like this and some people like this, and obviously there are bestsellers, but still I feel like the concept that I have now works pretty well. It's not just one thing that grabs the people's attention, but it's a couple of things. And I'm especially happy to have seen that people actually got attracted to the stand through my new manga. Because of the visuals, I guess. People really liked the design of Death that I did. Some people even ask whether I have stickers. One person asked me to do a con commission with Death. Yeah, obviously the print like Dark Present was quite popular, which I also was obviously very happy about. That also attracted a lot of attention, but people like the other things too. They like the bookmarks, they like the stickers. So I'm really just relieved because I seem to have finally cracked the code that works for me. It seems like I finally found a way to create something that I really like and that people like as well. I have loved painting with just black watercolor for a while now. I have created some works here and there, but I think like just focusing on black and white is the way to go for me, especially as a manga artist. I'm used to work in black and white, and I guess this is my strong suit, and I will stick to it as much as I can from now on as well. I have no idea how the Dokumi will go, because Dokumi is a little bit more difficult to survive without fan art, and also people are less interested in self-publishing books. So I will just see how it goes, I guess, and I don't know. And what I learned about like Coffee and Death and how it seemed to have attracted people, it definitely benefits from being a single volume and have like a more striking like cover and title. People just reacted really well to the title as well. Coffee and Death, it's like, oh, this describes my morning. It was like really funny as well to see people's reactions, and it wasn't like really planned or anything, it just was an accident. But I think I have learned some things, or rather I realized what kind of problems or marketability problems I have with Another Me, the project that I will be focusing on from now on. But I will talk about these details in my next video, where I will be, making a vlog all about working on my baby Another Me, my series that will continue. So you can stay tuned for that. Anyways, I look I really look forward to actually concentrating on the creation of that manga from now on. Obviously, I have to take care of some things. Before Dokumi, I need to reorder some books. I only have very few books left of Another Me. I do need to order books for Bad Dog and Good Boy. I do need to order some prints. I need to put some things into my online shop. So basically everyone who couldn't get Coffee and Death at the convention, they can reorder, like order it in my shop now. So yeah, but nothing like super major, nothing that takes up so much time, so that should be okay. One thing that I will also see how it goes is like once I basically open the shop for Coffee and Death, or like Coffee and Death will be available in my shop, I just wonder how many people will actually order it, because like from my experience, after a convention people are slightly burned out from all of the impressions, so very few people actually later go on to like online shops of the artists to order something that they weren't able to get. So while there were like many people who took my contacts, you know, took my business card, and I honestly don't know how many people will actually order the book. I expect it to be like maybe 20% of the people who actually were interested, but definitely not more than that, probably lower. Well, I have 40 books, so I should be covered for now, but I think I will order more as well, since I'm ordering other books as well. I might just as well. Okay, thank you for going on this wild journey with me. I hope this was kind of interesting to you, to get a little bit of the behind the scenes of a self-published manga artist. And as I said, if you want to stick around for anything concerning self-publishing and just drawing manga, please subscribe to my channel. Also feel free to leave any kind of comment, like ideas or inspirations, anything like that. If you have been at this convention, how was it for you? Did you go to the artist alley? Did you discover any kind of self-published treasures? Should I show my haul before I finish this video? Because I did grab some self-published books as well. Yeah, I will just put them here. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! A very special thank you goes out to all of my Ko-fi supporters who make it possible for me to create YouTube videos at all. If you want to become a supporter, there is a link in the description. You can donate just once. You can also support me by buying something from my shop, like my new manga, for example. And you can follow me on my other social media. All of the links will be in the description box. That's it from me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!